welcome to Spikey Saturday number 56 on the Man Leek. I'm John, as always, and it's time for some Battle for Zendikar drafting. We took a week off to do some sealed last week, but this week we're going to go back to good old draft and see if I can do better. My luck online has not been the best. My luck in paper has been pretty okay to decent, but online I just can't seem to crack it. So we're going to try once again with this Swiss draft here, and I'll see you guys for Pack 1, Pick 1. Alright, we open up a Void Winnower. I've already played with this. I played with it in a Wacky Wednesday where I had to draft it. And it's actually pretty decent if you can do it. If you can get up to 9 and get this thing out, it's going to do some work. Otherwise, in this pack, we've got not too much. We've got a Gideon's Reproach. Cryptic Cruiser. There's not much going on in here, so I'm actually kind of willing to take Void Winnower and just go in big Eldrazi ramp right now. It's a deck that's kind of on the outs. Everybody, of course, wants blue-red colorless, or they want blue-white flyers, so I wouldn't mind picking up the slack with the big Eldrazi. We could get a Hedron Archive around. There's some stuff we could do, so I will take the Void Winnower and perhaps go deep on it. Get an Ugin's Insight, a Fire Mantle Mage, a Gideon's Reproach. What was taken? An Uncommon was taken. Fire Mantle Mage is really good. Really, really, really good. Gideon's Reproach is decent. Merc Strider is fun. I feel like Fire Mantle Mage is the best card here. By a long shot, actually. By a good long shot. So I'm tempted to take it. It doesn't go into our ramp plan, but nothing really here does. And we may not end up into it. You don't want to get too married to your first card. So I'll take the Fire Mantle Mage and see what comes my way. Tunneling Geopede, an Outnumber, a Healer, a Sheer Drop. Oh, there's a lot going on in this pack. There's a lot going on in this pack. The Healer would be nice. The Outnumber would be nice. We do have a Fire Mantle Mage, so the Outnumber kind of gets a little bit more weight here. If we were to go red-green landfall, then the Geopede has a bit of weight to it. Yeah, I think the picks here are between Outnumber, Sheer Drop, and Healer. And Outdrop, I already have a reason to go red. Yeah, let's take the Outnumber. Well, there's another Healer. Don't super want to pass another Healer. Otherwise, black-white is just out of the options. We've got an Undo Champion if we want to stay red, and perhaps try to go red-white ally. We've got a Kozilek Sentinel if we want to try to go red-blue colorless. There's 2 black Life Gain Matters cards here, or Life Gain deck. Life Gain doesn't matter for healer. So maybe the Champion's the better pick. We stay out of those colors. We take one that already goes with our cards. Let's do it. Nettle Drone, good in blue-red colorless, of course. Slab Hammer kind of has a place in red-green landfall, but I don't like doing it. I'm tempted to take the Nettle Drone here. Or I could take the Lifespring Druid. That's a relatively late-ish Lifespring Druid in case we do want to go on to the Winnower plan. Yeah, let's take the Druid. See how things go. This draft could end up being a train wreck. Totally could end up being a train wreck. But we'll see. Follow that up with what? A Rot Shambler, a Baloth, a Whiptail, a Slide Runner. I feel like Slide Runner's the best card here. Baloth is 5. I don't like that it's 5. I wish it was somewhat cheaper. Rot Shambler can get big, can get out of control if they leave it alone, but it is also relatively weak for a good long while. I don't know I'm in green, so let's take the Slide Runner. Alright, we get past a boatload of white. Ghostly Sentinel, Lithomancer's Focus, Smite the Monstrous, Bladed Step, all totally playable. Totally playable. The green card's not playable. The red card's not playable. I mean sideboard, but not main deckable. Perhaps this means white is maybe open, in which case I think the best card is the Sentinel, perhaps. Let's take the Sentinel. Maybe white's open. Who knows? We've got a disconnection as well. Garage Goblin here is on auto pick mode. It's not going to be good for him. It's also going to mean that our draft's going to be a bit slow, so there'll be a lot of pausing on my end. Goblin Warpaint, Kozilek's Channeler, Swell of Growth. That's a lot of green. Infuse, Retreat, Arms, Swell. I'm inclined to continue trying to go down the green path. Swell of Growth might be a good option for that. Get a land into play. Try to ramp up to Void Winnower. So maybe we do go sort of a red-green ramp deck. And we get another Lifespring Druid or a Marasa Ranger, another Slide Runner, or a Seek the Wilds. Do I want the second Lifespring Druid now and just not have to care about getting any more? I've never been a big fan of the Ranger. I've definitely died to it, but I'm not a fan of it. Seek the Wilds is probably the least of the land-grabbing cards that I want. So yeah, let's go with a Druid now, and we don't have to care about any more of the Druids like that one. Vestige seems good to me. It'll block a whole heck of a lot and keep me alive. And we can get rid of that Sentinel. I think we're out of the white plan.
Well, Blister Pod is about the only pick for us, so I suppose we'll take it. We may not play it, but we'll take it. Another one or a third Druid? Let's take the second Blister Pod. I'm really not going to play it. Sideboard Plummet, absolutely. Romade District, go away, and a Mountain. Our friend Garage Goblin has returned. Who knows what picks he ended up with. All right, pack 2. Give me some good stuff. Give me some good stuff. Some Scion producers, some early stuff, maybe another big threat or two, and I'll be happy. Drowner of Hope. I love Drowner of Hope, but it's really not where we're going. We've got a Stone Fury. We've got another Swallow Growth. That's about it. I guess we take the Stone Fury. Drowner's good, but I don't super want to try to jump into blue. We know we're in red, so let's take the Stone Fury. Slightly safer pick for the draft. We get past a Painful Truths. That's not quite up my alley. There's a Turn Against, which everybody was really psyched about to begin with, and it kind of just went away. It is a really good card, though, and I'm tempted to take it here. We maybe can get that Natural Connection back around. We're not going to see the Turn Against back again, though, so I think we'll take it here. Well, Breaker of Armies fits the bill as another threat to ramp into. There's a Kozilek's Channeler. I'd like to grab one of those, but otherwise there's nothing for us, so pretty okay taking that Breaker here. Whew. Herald of Kozilek and a Ruination Guide and a Clutch. That's a whole lot of good blue. But we're going to look at the Stone Fury or the Swell of Growth. I'm tempted to take another Swell of Growth, actually, because we do want a ramp. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Another Lifespring Druid, a Reckless Cohort, Valakut Invoker. You an ally? You're just a Shaman. I'm tempted to take the Invoker. It blocks some things, and we'll hopefully be getting to 8, so we would be able to activate him. Probably better than the Cohort, better than the third Druid. Yeah, let's take the Invoker. Boiling Earth. Ooh, another Outnumber. There's also a Blighted Woodland, but I'll take a second Outnumber for sure. We've got yet another Blister Pod, a Vestige, but there's the Channeler that I was kind of eyeing, so we'll take it here. Probably would be okay with another Vestige as well, I think. Marasa Ranger could fill the 4-drop void that I have at the moment. Much better than Earthen Arms or Goblin Warpaint, that's for sure, so we will take it. Third Swell of Growth. Second Invoker, it's foil too. Let's take the... worst comes to worst, I'll play the Invoker before I play the third Swell, so let's take the Invoker. Hey, there's that Natural Connection that I wanted to back around. Also an Eyeless Watcher, which does go pretty good without number. Bet I could get another Eyeless Watcher, so we'll take the connection. Horn Reef Invoker, sure, why not? We are getting dangerously close to 22 playables. In fact, we're one away. I wouldn't be too upset getting rid of that blister pod. One of those invokers. Yeah, we've got some options for the rest of this pack in pack 3. Alright, we've got another slide runner, which I guess is fine. Slab hammer is not really our deal here, so we'll take that. And there's our 22. We've got another full pack left to go, so I expect some better cards to come. Or at least I hope some better cards to come. Seek the Wilds, not gonna play it. Prism Array, not gonna play it. Plains, not gonna play that either. Alright, pack 3. Give me some really good playables and also Gideon, please. Just because I need some value. Serpentine Strike. Not what I asked for at all. Akum Stonewaker, a Hedron Archive, a Call to Scions, Predator. I guess in a ramp deck, we're going and getting our lands with Natural Connection. We're going to have Scions. We could get by with 17, I think. So I think I might take the... Well, the Hedron Archive is less likely to come back around, I think. Call of the Scions might come back around, and there may very well just be another one that we can get easily. So I will take the Hedron Archive there. And there's our 23 that we're going to play with. We get a Sure Strike, we get another Slide Runner, another Stone Fury. Sure Strike does operate as removal a whole lot of the time. Quite a bit of the time. Another Stone Fury wouldn't be the worst thing either. I think I'll take the second Stone Fury, but not necessarily main deck it. Woodland Wanderer, you would be a 4/4 Vigilance Trample. That's not the worst at all. And actually, you could potentially be even more with my Lifespring Druids. I think I will take you over the over the other Valakut Invoker, I think. The other cards in the pack are really just the Shatterskull Recruit and the Invoker, so we will take that over the Foil Invoker. Go away. Jetty Offshoot, a Stalwart, a Mantis. Well, that's interesting. That would give me time. That could very easily be a 3/4. That will kill things in the air, which I will have some trouble with. I'm tempted to take the Offshoot, just to buy some time. I actually kind of like it even a little bit more than the Blister Pod, to be honest. Let's do it. Let's do it. Rot Shambler, another Lifespring Druid, another Swellow Growth, a Predator, and a Shatterskull. I don't know if I'll trade anything for any of those. Kind of like everything I have. But let's take the Ally. Let's take the Ally and maybe side it in at some point, perhaps. There's the Call of the Scions. Call of Scions that I want. Call of the Scions that I wanted. But what would we replace it for? What would we replace it for? Maybe the Oran Reef Invoker? Oran Reef Invoker always ends up being just a little bit too cute, I think. I really like Call of the Scions with their number, of course. So yes, let's take that and cut the Invoker. Oh, another outnumber. Tempting. Tempting. And gonna take it. Probably will only main deck 2. So we've got those count as a ramp as long as I have a land in hand. Those are ramp. That is ramp. That is ramp. That is ramp. And Call the Scions counts as a single-use ramp as well. Not too bad. We should be able to hit 8 and 9 without too much difficulty. Oof, a Grove Rumbler and a Snapping Harlot. Both of those are good. I'm not really doing the Ally thing. Not really doing the ally thing, so I think the Undo Champion could maybe go in favor of the Rumbler, or maybe even in favor of the Ranger. I don't like Ranger. Really not a fan. So yeah, let's take the Ranger out and put in the Rumbler. Not too much going on here. Not too much. Let's take call the Scions, just in case we somehow need super even more ramp in order to get through. We can side it in. Plummet or a Sure Strike. Let's take the Sure Strike, but I don't think we'll main deck it. We're not quite going to be that deck. Let's see, we've got nothing. So what are we going to hate? What might get played? Bladed Fen, that is it. None of those other cards should be played.